Guys, what's going on, right? Guys, I was gonna take a night off. Guys, but I forgot that I haven't covered the story yet. So guys, we're just gonna do a quick live stream. That's what we're gonna do. Instead of making a video on this, we are going to just do a quick live stream on this. That's what we're gonna do, right? Hold on, guys. Let me do this quick. Hold on. Let's go here. Let me share my screen here, guys. Do this nice and short. Yeah, let's do that. Steve, what's up, man? Let me drop the link for anyone who wants to come on up. Let's do this. Daniel, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Now, guys, you might be asking yourself, who the hell is Sadia Khan, right? Guys. Guys, so this story broke like 2 or 3 days ago, and I didn't have time to cover it. But you guys might remember this chick from probably about 2 or 3 years ago. She was on Burley Thing Show. She's on a bunch of podcasts back in the day. And she's supposedly this like British high class, like high value woman, right? And she would guys would supposedly pay her $8,000 to try and like learn how to get a high value chick, and then she would try and teach chicks how to be high value. Guys, if you're gonna pay any woman $8,000 for anything, come on, man.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Clown world. Guys, what an absolute joke. What a joke, guys. Tim Hicks, what's up, dude? Rants here, DTM's here. What's up, guys? Captain Palsy's here. What's up, man? Now, guys, I was going to do a video, but, was it Pearly Things? The Dadvocate, a bunch of them did a reaction to this, guys. So, you know what? Let's just let them do the talking for us, right? Here we go.
Hell out right now while more. So Sadia Khan is crashing the hell out right now while more and more about her life is being exposed. And I got to personally talk to her about it. Let's get into it. So to start, who is Sadia Khan? Or as people are now calling her, Sadia Khan. I understand that it sounds like I'm just saying the same things twice. This is really more of one of those things where you have to see it spelled. It's kind of like saying tomato through text. Anyway, Sadia Khan is a woman who has been described as a psychologist, a psychotherapist, and a relationship expert.
Now, guys, you know that that's bullshit, right, guys? If you saw this chick and she's a psychologist, a psychotherapist, relationship coach, guys, you know this chick's a 304, right? You know it. Because, guys, what do I always say about psych chicks, right? Guys, if there's one group of women who you cannot trust, who you cannot date, it's psych chicks, guys. You cannot do it. You cannot, guys. They're that. Okay, guys, who do you think is worse? Psych chicks? Lawyers or police officers? Oh, no, sorry. Psych chicks or nurses? You understand? You know? Man, what a joke.
She first gained fame in 2023 after appearing on the School of Greatness podcast with Lewis Howes. Here, she really won people over with her beauty and elegant, articulate way of speaking. She described her...
Yeah, but guys, beautiful and articulate. Guys, it's because she's British. Guys, you know and I know that Americans have this weird thing with the average British accent to where maybe it's because of our media and James Bond and other things, but we have this thing where we act like British people sound more intelligent than us. It's very, 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 very strange, right? That's why a lot of villains are heroes. Our villains in movies are British, like the evil masterminds. That's why professors and executives and people in places of power are always British. Insane.
Impressive educational background and made clear that her goal with social media was to make online therapy more accessible. She blew up and started getting hundreds of millions of views almost overnight. I believe I learned about Sadia Khan sometime earlier this year, probably around the same time she was on the Jay Shetty show. Just like about everyone else, I thought she was extremely charming, and the bits and pieces that I did hear her speak on, I found myself really agreeing with. And when you look at a woman like Sadia Khan, you see someone so graceful, so...
Yeah, but here's the thing, guys. MS Best says she made some good points, but I always thought she was mainly trying to sell post-wall chicks to men. Yeah, yep. Let me see. Laughing Man, what's up, dude? But guys, what's her number one flaw for being a relationship coach, especially for men? Anyone, guys? What's the number one what's her biggest issue? She's a woman. It doesn't matter how pretty she is. It doesn't matter how educated she is. It doesn't matter how this. She's still a woman. Guys, this would be like trying to say, you have the most rugged, all-wheel drive car on your farm. And you're trying to haul stuff and go across the fields. It's still a car. You need a truck. You need a truck. The nature of a car is not made to do what a truck does. A woman should never, ever seek relationship advice from a woman. Ever. Ever.
Almost flawless, that it seems almost impossible to imagine that behind that silky hair and high fashion, there could be someone so snake-like and nasty and vindictive.
You mean a woman? Richard Brown says she's in her 30s. Yeah, yep.
That they would tell a woman that she could easily suck her husband's dick. And yet, here we are. For myself and a lot of the internet, the great unraveling of Sadia Khan actually being potentially one of the shrillest hag ravens to ever cosplay as a decent human being began in August of 2025 from a user who goes by Goob. Goob is known for exposing influencers who Photoshop their photos and videos. And
now,
I'm not...
If you guys don't follow Goob on Instagram, follow him, because he calls out these Instagram chicks that edit their photos, that'll Photoshop their pictures, So
just talking a filter here and there.
Laughing Man, dude, I'd smash. Dude, come on, man. What look, there's no shame in saying that you'd smash this chick. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. Once again, guys, my patented smash and
who is this guy?
I don't know.
Most flawless, who goes by
Master your Sadia Khan, 741,000 followers. You can book a call with her. She promises that for just a few $1,000s, you're going to be able to master yourself, master women, and master relationships. She wants to make sure that you're confident, emotionally strong, and free from baggage. Don't worry, guys. The program's not too much to develop all of this confidence from Sadia. Just a paltry 6,000 GBP.
Look at that, dude. $6,000. The High Value Man bi-weekly call. Guys, what kind of simp, what kind of moron, what kind of beta would pay $6,000 to have a bi-weekly call? Look, okay, here guys, bi-weekly calls for 90 days. One-on-one bi-weekly calls, 8 hours of videos, master yourself and relationships, ongoing support with messages, weekly group calls, understanding what women find attractive in men. Get the fuck out of here.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
MS Best. This is 6,000. This is 6,000 pounds, which is about $8,000. Look at that.
Which in Freedom Bucks is like $6,500. Just a few months of rent for the average American. No problem at all. Here's a good clip that Sadia posted about facing your own realities and truths.
Thing to sell to women because it's.
But it's the reality. Like,
Well,
I'm majority
sure.
of men's not their dream girl. It's not the end of the world with that. But it takes a self-esteem to understand that. Here's the thing: people who have high self-esteem attach to truths. They enjoy truths. Truth means something to them.
Truth means something to him, huh? Let's take a look at this clip. All right, guys, now just keep in mind, she's a high-confidence woman. Truth means something to her. Why is there a waist filter on this public speaking engagement video of you, Sadia? What is going on here? What? Like, look, it's just bending, warping, getting disintegrated. And if you look at this photo of just her full body, you see there's a waist filter here, and it's not attached to the shadow. Big miss there. Sadia, I have a better offer for you than this $6,000 somebody could pay you to be a man. I'm currently hosting my very own No Edits 12-week transformation.
You get it. I respect guys like Goob because I feel like a lot of us miss that kind of thing. Like, I would probably never notice that,
Now,
but
here's
Goob
the thing, guys. All he did was point out that she edits her videos, of course. And what did this broad say?
How dare you?
Right? Look at that.
online. I fear we all know where this is going. Sadia Khan responds to Goob's video in a comment on her own personal account that reads, 5'1" porn addict mad at women who expose their addictions and inability to get women. Shock. To which Goob simply creates a montage of himself with his, if I may say, exceedingly hot partner of several years. Not much research went into that comeback, I'm afraid. But that's not all. What Sadia Khan would continue to do next would change a lot of people's opinion about her.
Here we
Okay,
go.
so this story is getting very bizarre. This is Sadia Khan, the online influencer psychologist that promises she can show you how to attract women, be a better man, and fix your relationship. I did a
Guys, think about that for a second. Hey, guys, the only reason why she's doing this is because there are simps and betas paying for this crap. Why? Makes no sense.
story on her the other day because she edits her videos and I thought it was very funny. I criticized her in the video because it was very obvious that she puts waist filters on any video where her full body is shown, and in a lot of her videos she's talking about how much self-confidence she has and how she knows what she is, blah 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 blah, and that's what's necessary to attract a partner, etc. etc. But when I called her out, she lost her goddamn mind. It's now been about 48 hours, and she has spent the last 2 days accusing my followers of...
Let's read some of these comments. The Sadia Psychology says, Karen with a full face filter and yeast infection telling me about myself. Girl, you need my videos to know why your man keeps cheating.
Look at that, guys.
Boy, you know you're a
And she had this squeaky clean image, too. You know?
porn addict and you have to pay to see. We both know this about you.
Yeah, Laughing
midget.
Man for a freaking $8,000. Guys, you could have, like, you know, 3-4 months of ladies of the night and maids come in to your house, coming in at your house. You could have your house professionally cleaned and have a couple of ladies of the night coming in and out of there. Come on, man.
You look like you are into animal porn. This is all wildly specific. Too specific.
being animal porn addicts, being cheaters, being prostitutes, and everything in between. But today she started a new trend. These are videos that my followers sent me. This person left a comment on her page, and she tried to call them times.
Guys, so she went to this guy's followers. It was calling them and cussing them out.
And then when they wouldn't pick up, she left the threatening message that you'll see scroll by here. Pick up, bitch, or I'm going to post your address online.
Yeah, look at this.
And here's another one from another one of my followers.
Want to act brave? This is
Guys, can you imagine if I got like 200,000 subs and someone made some hit piece about me and I went through their YouTube and was like calling their like finding their followers' Instagrams and calling them and cussing them out? Talk about a crash out, right? Lenny, what's up, dude? David, what's up, man? Good to see you. MS Best says, There's a hierarchy of female deceptive pretenders. Yep, they always tell on themselves. Facts.
Sadia's husband, pick up, come on, don't be scared now. You want to speak to my wife, pick up. Don't be scared, pick up.
Pick up. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Pick up. Calling over and over and over and over again. More threats. This is a person that sells one-on-one phone call coaching bullshits for 6,000 GBP, which I understand now is 8,000 USD, on how to be a high-value man. But hey, guys, I can save you the 6,000.
Guys, just think of the concept of a woman trying to tell a man how to be high value, right? Reginald, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Guys, think about that. Guys, who determines a man's value, right? In society, who determines men's value in general, right? Who determines both men's value and women's value? Men do. That's just how it works.
GBP. If you want to call for free from Sadia, just leave a troll comment on her page. She'll try to call you over and over and over, free of charge.
That many voice calls is crazy.
That's nuts.
And do y'all really think it was the husband? And like Goob points out, this really deprecates the value of her one-on-one calls for $8,000.
Yeah, guys, make sure to hit the like button on the way in, man. You know, guys, yeah, we only have like 19 likes, guys. So hit the like button, guys. Appreciate that. So
like myself, at this point, a lot of people started switching up on Sadia. Some comments read, I used to think she was calm, soft-spoken, and reserved. Did not expect that juvenile response from her. Wow. Meanwhile, others have been waiting for the other shoe to drop with her for a while now.
Guys, here's the thing. Guys, all these trad cons and all these chicks, guys, I don't trust any of these chicks. Oh, the twin sisters. Yeah. Laugh. All right, laugh. Yeah, guys, that's the one thing that you will never see about me, guys. I don't offer any courses or ebooks or any of that foolishness. You know what I'm saying? I think three or four guys that asked me if they could reach out to me personally to like talk about some stuff and then ask me how much I charge. Guys, come on, right? You know what I mean? Like, well, I'm not gonna. Hey, you guys owe me $1,700. Please, come on, man. Guys, I can learn from you guys, and you guys can learn from me. That's just how it works, you know?
This woman writes, I've realized that about her. She was someone I used to look up to, thinking she was different from the others on social media. Boy, was I wrong. And then this user writes, this is who she is and has been the whole time.
Yep, that's true.
Glad to see people waking up. Now, that last commenter, Dr. Taylor Burrows, is a creator who has had a long-standing beef with Sadia Khan since 2024. But we'll get down that rabbit hole in just a minute. Before we do, Goob dropped one more video about Sadia Khan after much buildup and anticipation.
Here we go,
Text
guys.
overlay reads, this is a recorded conversation between Sadia Khan after she was discovered to be the side piece of an engaged man. His fiance confronted her. The following screenshots are texts that Sadia and the cheating fiance shared.
What are you going to do about it? I'll suck his dick if you have an attitude, and I can do it today if I want to.
Go on.
Look at that, guys.
You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
Guys, they're always skanks, aren't they? Guys are always skanks, guys. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much schooling they have. It doesn't matter if they have an accent. It doesn't matter where they're from, guys. Guys, here in the chat, what percentage of Western chicks do you think are 304s now? I would say 97% of Western women are 304s. 97.63.
On your wedding day and your birthday.
Okay, well,
and the
we'll
day
see.
After. I've been in situations where he's been with you in a social setting. He'll call me after.
This is the biggest scandal that Sadia Khan doesn't want you to know about. She preaches on her page and on her content that she's a high-value woman. She can teach you how to attract a high-value woman if you're a man. For thousands of
Yeah, she's a high-value woman, right, guys? Yeah, well, guys, you know what that means to her.
Y'all want to ask me what I'm doing? I'm outside hoeing. I work at hoeing. Y'all want to know what company I work at? I work at hoeing. That's the company I work at, hoeing.
dollars for one-on-one coaching. Let's see how much she values herself as a woman.
The main thing I would say to be a high value woman is always you have ability to reject attention.
Okay, the receipts here are some pictures. Whoever's texting this says, "Look at her, LOL, so cute and innocent." Whoever's responding says, "When there's life, there is hope," followed by bum cheeks. KMT. This other text reads, "Babe, when can I have sex? You're so long. I need a substitute." Oh, wait, Reed, it's mostly me. You just happen to be there. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at here.
I don't know either.
The third step towards becoming a high value woman, and this is genuinely so important, it's self-awareness. Now,
okay, luckiest man in Dubai, LOL. Blue text says, in JVC. Gray text reads, girls can choose any man. No in Dubai, period. Who else has a side chick on this level, LOL, and gives them no stress? Told you I'm such a sick side chick.
So she admitted she's a side chick, guys. Straight up side chick. There you go. Right? There you go. You guys know, just like Laughing Man said, right? Guys, she was in Dubai, right? You know? Guys, yeah. Letting all the... Guys. Yeah, letting Nug 11 drop a deuce on her, dude. Oh no, guys, drop a like on the stream, guys. Hit the join button, hit the super chat button, guys. We appreciate that, you know.
Blue text says, we can't have a normal convo without you talking about hoes, relationships, marriage, cheating, murder. Heel, man. To which Gray says, oh, welcome to Sadia. Blue reads, showed you my app and you said, well done. Guess what I saw? Okay, so this one's a little bit more telling. It definitely appears to be from a Sadia. There appears to be someone in a phone listed as Sadia, apparently bragging about being such a good but also sick in the head side piece.
Only one thing that all women want.
Blue reads, I'm soldier. Gray reads, they just to marinate. All right, won't be long. Get excited. Just FYI, I'm not taking any more 11 p.m. school night dick appointments. I still haven't caught up on the missed sleep. Blue says, you had fun though. Allegedly, Sadia says, you don't know, that might have hated it. I'll leave my car running next time. No point switching it off. LOL. Blue text reads, well,
this is why you just, if you're any sort of like media personality, guys, or whatever, just don't even date anyone. Just like hang out by yourself, because if this stuff gets out, you're cooked.
Tell you they're proud of you. Wet blanket, but this video is not 100% good enough evidence for me to believe that that is definitely Sadia Khan. Like, I'm not even on her side. I'm just being objective. Does the voicemail sound like her? Yes. Could I say conclusively that it is her? I could not conclusively say that. And these pictures of fractions of text messages are shaky evidence at best. And this was almost one of those, and she could have gotten away with it too moments if it weren't for all those meddling people who screenshot the historic storied patterns of her having these elaborate crash out episodes. I mean, remember that Dr. Taylor Burrows that I mentioned earlier? It's time to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, here we
Dr.
go.
Taylor posts new update on Sadia Khan's harassment. Keep in mind, though, this was posted back in 2024. So this was older news. At the time, though, did not pick up nearly as much.
Look at this. She says, before you talk about others, please remember that your partner doesn't want the baby you're carrying, and every single member of his family hates you and wants nothing to do with you. Highly qualified my ass. I'll be exposing everything you say, you dumb bee. Dude, chicks are vicious, man. Look at that.
Traction. Dr. Taylor writes, I'm not the only one she treats this way, and she has been behaving like this since I first came across her in the summer of 2023. What we see here is an email from Sadia Khan that reads, before you talk about others, please remember your partner doesn't want the baby you're carrying, and every single member of his family hates you and wants nothing to do with you, yet you give advice. Highly qualified my ass. I will be exposing every single thing you dumb bitch. Kind regards. Holy shit. Here, Sadia Khan leaves a comment on Dr. Taylor's YouTube from her verified checkmarked account that reads, let's talk about how your in-laws hate you and your unwanted child that you forced your partner to have. Someone said, oh my God, Sadia, you have no respect for your own name. I can't believe you're actually acting like this. To which Sadia replies, LOL, I will expose everything.
Look at
Her
that,
in-laws
guys.
have all sent me screenshots of who she is. In response to someone else saying this behavior as a well-known social media psychologist is actually disgusting, Sadia says, luckily there's plenty of videos of this fake therapist attacking me first and several times on her Insta.
Dude,
Funny how her behavior...
Guys, isn't it crazy how we always say that a woman's worst enemy is another woman, right? Right, guys? And here, let's take a little pit stop here, guys. Hold on. Let's do this. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Here we go. Guys, drop a like on the stream. Guys, the StreamYard link's there for anyone who wants to come on up. Here we go, guys.
Yes. This here is Sadia Khan, a self-proclaimed psychologist and relationship coach. If you don't remember her, let me refresh your memory. Check out this clip.
But you'll be so surprised that men are far more loyal to good sex than good women. Far more loyal. And that's why they get cheated on so much, and why they accept cheating so much. Because if they get good sex, they'll go back to it.
She has over 1.8 million followers on social media, and she's charging between $8,000 and $12,000 for coaching sessions or 3-month programs like High Value Man and Masculinity Mastering. Her mantra, be a high value woman or man, reject cheap attention, master self-discipline, and build lasting relationships. She claims a BSc in psychology from the University of Manchester, a master's in education and developmental psychology from Regent's University, and diplomas in psychotherapy, CBT, and inner child healing. Sounds legit, right? But hold that thought. Posts on social media say that her degrees are fake, alleging she's only got a teaching certificate, no clinical training, and isn't registered with any credible psychological body like the British Psychological Society. Critics say she's been dodging verification for years.
Look at that.
With one Reddit user who did extensive research claiming she was even fired from a London high school for faking her teaching credentials. Now, in the last few days, the plot thickens. Leaked screenshots and audio clips hit the internet, exposing Sadia as the side chick to a man already engaged. In text allegedly from January 2025, she writes to him, babe, when can I have with you? You're so long. I need a substitute. Another text says, girls can choose any man, period. We have a side man on this chick. Never told you I'm such a no stress side chick.
Damn.
Then an audio from the fiance, confronted by the fiance. Sadia snaps, I'll suckers if you have an attitude, and I can do it on your wedding day and your birthday after. These words are all over social media, destroyed her image as a person of moral relationships. Her own advice, the main thing to be a high value woman is to reject attention, and self awareness is key. Now seems like BS to me. Posts on social media are calling her a con artist, KHAN, and a fraud. Her response, instead of remorse, she's doubled down, sending voice messages to critics threatening to post their
Can you
address.
imagine how petty you have to be to go through like all the haters and actually like dial them up on Instagram? You know, like going person by person, guys. I'ma kill your bitch ass, bitch. I hope you die, bitch. I hope you die of AIDS, ho. Like there is no winning there, you know? Because what a dunderhead, right?
Is not questioned because of her white skin. Her in-laws hate her, and so does her baby father. I have every single screenshot and voice note. Sadia says again, I will post what your brother-in-law said about you and what you said about me first. Love how you can dish it out, but never, ever take it. Yeah, that's a lot. So the reason that Sadia Khan is telling this woman that the father of her child does not want their unwanted baby and that her entire family hates her is because Dr. Taylor was trying to expose Sadia Khan as not being a psychologist as she claims to be.
Look
Dr. Taylor has
at that.
an entire playlist on TikTok where she describes exactly why she believes that Sadia Khan is essentially a fraud, claiming that she is also not a psychotherapist or a trauma expert either.
I've covered this Dr. Taylor chick before. Huh. Guys, look at this Sadia Khan chick's TikTok, right? Look at her. She's getting cooked in her comments on every single video.
Unfortunately, we're faced with something that we never had in previous generations, which is social media. And we're faced with endless alternatives, whether it's through the use of pornography, whether it's
Everyone's saying she's a grifter. Look at that, dude. Cooked. Her whole little public image is now cooked. Good.
She even made this post that claims, here's the Cliff Notes version of who Sadia Khan, aka Sadia Psychology, is. She got a bachelor's in psychology while living in London and then became a qualified teacher and taught high school students. Allegedly got fired for bad behavior, got married and divorced for spousal abuse, and then moved to Dubai. Set up shop as a tutor, and during COVID, she just...
And guys, we all know what she was doing in Dubai, right? Right, guys?
She was a public porta potty.
Yeah. This is my favorite one.
It might be worse than that. Yo, AJ, you know, don't a lot of those rich dudes over there got like tigers and lions for pets?
Oh yeah.
No comment.
Yeah, dude, no, really. One girl said she had to smash the oil dude plus, you know, his like 14-year-old son because it was his first time, and then she came back the next day and there was like 50. He had lined up like 15 of his friends, dude. It was crazy. It's crazy work, dude. These chicks are just disgusting, man.
became famous online for being hot and claiming to be a psychologist when she's not. But she's ghetto, fake, pathological liar, and likely NPD who harasses people to the point of goading them to unalive themselves. And now Goob is exposing her for being a Jezebel. You can't say I didn't warn you. Anyway, this is where the waters get murky, because in some aspects, Dr. Taylor is right, but in others, she's wrong. Sadia Khan would be lying if she marketed herself as a regulated role in psychology, such as a clinical psychologist or an educational psychologist, but she doesn't. See, she found this fantastic, almost liability-free loophole where she really just goes by the vague title of relationship expert with diplomas in psychotherapy. But Dr. Taylor isn't the only one documenting her history of crash outs or calling out the legitimacy of the titles she claims. I found this Reddit post from a full year ago where someone writes, got verbally abused by a popular psychologist on social media. Guess who the popular psychologist is? OP says to Sadia, sorry, but I agree with that girl, especially when it comes to a profession like yours, just giving my opinion. But yeah, ultimately, it's your decision. Seems pretty harmless, but Sadia replies, because you're a brokey and entitled. So I ask someone who gives endless free advice.
That's how you know that that's a chick, because only chicks use the term brokey, guys. Come on.
And is incredibly popular online to lower my prices so broke people like yourself can endlessly book me and I have no time off. You're a broke tramp. Go stick to somebody on your level. Entitled, ungrateful, and broke. Stop taking things for free and then expecting more discount. You absolute tramp. Isn't it crazy that in 2025 we are hearing women call each other tramp and Jezebel? Some things never change.
There you go.
He replies,
a woman's worst enemy is another woman, right, guys?
you don't speak like you do on your videos. There was no need to be angry or disrespectful. I never said it should be free, but I felt $550 for an hour session is too much. But again, it's your life, your profession. I just shared that opinion. This wasn't just about you, but about mental health in general. Health issues don't care whether you're rich or broke, and verbally abusing people like this isn't apt for a psychologist, Sadia. Sadia replies, it's too much for you because you're a cheap and entitled tramp. It's not a progression that is for free, especially when I'm viral on the internet. So I should be a charity case for people like you? Get out of here. You do nothing for free for others. And because you're cheap, you want high quality for cheap.
Look at that,
so
guys.
Doctors should be cheap for tramps like you. I mean, yeah, healthcare should probably be affordable and attainable. But oh my God, there's no need to crash out that hard. Like if someone told me my Patreon tiers were too expensive, I would just be like, yeah, okay, don't worry about it. I still make free content too. Like, it's just not a big deal. There's no reason for me to be like, fuck you, tramp, that's why your mom hates you. Like, what in the cluster B is going on behind the curtain here? So while I'm in this Reddit thread, I come across this in the comment section. So sorry this happened to you, but don't listen to this idiot.
Here we
She
go.
isn't an actual psychologist or psychotherapist. She can use the label psychologist, but only in an academic sense. So this is strangely where I have a ton of experience and good info. A quick background, and then I'll explain.
So are you telling me that there's a chick that's using her looks and lying about her qualifications so that she can make a whole bunch of money on social media? You don't say. Guys, this is what I'm telling you. Guys, and here's the thing. I don't knock anyone's hustle. You know, she probably has made millions doing this. More about to him. Just don't get caught up. I hope no one that is subscribed to my channel gave this stupid broad or any of her ilk any money. Because you guys work too hard for your money. Just give it away, guys. If you want to flush money down the toilet, I don't know. Go and find some like high priced hobby or something like what's a good hobby that costs a lot of money? I don't know.
Collect like vintage Transformers, G1.
Yeah. You know? Baseball cards, you know, like old baseball cards with like you got 10, 15 grand. It's like buying for an old baseball card. You know, do something like that, you know? So
master's level licensed clinical counselor. My proper title would be psychotherapist since I work exclusively with severe mental health conditions. I can call myself a psychologist in a few academic settings since my master's is in clinical psychology as opposed to counseling. So in academic settings where I'm doing
So in other words, she's not what she says she is.
PsyD completed to be a psychologist, then get licensed to be a licensed psychologist. What she is doing is intellectually dishonest. If she represents herself as a psychologist, full stop, then she is being dishonest because she's representing at face value that she is a psychologist and therefore an expert in clinical psychology. She isn't. She's not even close. Her degree, awesome as it is not in clinical psychology or even clinical counseling or social work. It's the psychology of educational systems and application.
There you go, guys. Lying. Insane.
Meant for people working in schools. Again, not knocking it. She probably knows more about education than I ever will, and I've done way more schooling. So that's problem number one. Problem number two, and boy, I'm about to catch some heat. She's a life coach, and life coaches can be some really great people, but so many of them take extra classes and think they're therapists. They must know their role and stay in their lane.
Yeah, guys, a good life coach. I actually think that, like, okay, and King Groove cook with me here. I think that, like, with women, life coaches are the blind leading the blind. Or the blind leading the dumb. You know what I'm saying? Or the dumb leading the blind, right? They're just looking for someone that they can call that is going to affirm the bullshit that they're feeling, right? And here's the thing. Though the life coach women, they don't want to lose their revenue stream. So they're going to automatically have a system of picking out a way to, like, identify what the person's feeling and kind of read into that. Male life.
I'm just saying, it's like hiring an obese personal trainer.
Yeah,
you know, it's
facts.
kind of fitness.
Yeah. With men, though, men are different because a lot of times, guys, we can clearly sense if a guy has something to teach us or coach us.
Right.
We have a different version of coaching. Like, we want to objectively feel and not feel, but we want to, like, objectively measure if what we're getting out of it's good and if we're becoming better. But because if I hire Laughing Man as a life coach and I'm just in a rut, I'm in this dead end job, I'm not at where I want to be. Laughing Man life coaching says, look, I'll help you assess your life, think about your career, and get you out of a rut. Then Laughing Man, as a man, is going to say, look, you know, I've been through corporate America. He's going to list his qualifications, even if they're not, like, formal. Meaning even if they're not, like, academic, he's going to say, I'm a lawyer, I'm a partner at a firm, I'm a CEO, I have my own roofing business and make $3 million a year. He's going to list his qualifications so that you understand that he knows what he's talking about. Then he's going to be able to say, look, this is where you are, and try and relate it to his experience and coach you towards that goal, you know? So I think that with men, our idea of coaching is different than women's. That's why they even have to say, even in the military, drill sergeants can't drill chicks the same. Coaches can't coach women the same.
I've done personal training before.
Me too. Yeah.
For men and women, and it is totally different. Like, you already know, you have to kind of, inflate the ego of the female a little bit. Otherwise, you can break them down too hard and they'll just give up. They're not like men, and you already know you really have to kind of coddle them almost like a child, unfortunately.
Yeah. And with guys, oftentimes, especially coaching on a team, even if a guy doesn't want to do it for your teammates, right? you make a guy part of something greater than himself, you know, and that motivates many guys because they don't want to be the reason why the team lost. Even in life, if a guy's feeling down, you can make them objectively see how to make themselves better and not have to freaking, you know, speak Greek or Latin or some crazy coded language so that they understand.
She has a bunch of diplomas from the Center of Excellence in England. She has a diploma in advanced CBT and relationship psychology. These are only as useful as the person makes them. The COE is not an educational institution, and the diplomas are just a nonsense word that only means something to the COE. You can't take a diploma from COE and present it to a licensing board and say, look, I know psychology, let me practice. You can learn some cool things in these trainings, but you can also learn it for free elsewhere. Like, she has a psychotherapy diploma. That means nothing. She cannot just go out and practice psychotherapy with people who have legitimate severe mental health conditions. Life coaches can be good folks, but a great deal of them do things like this and misrepresent themselves. That is who Sadia is and why she's so mean and defensive. There's one final problem, though. All of my information is 100% legit, and it won't make a difference.
Look at that.
She's convinced herself that she's a full-blown psychologist, and her followers believe it, so you'll never change their minds. But now you know. Sorry for going off for paragraphs. TLDR, she's a life coach who is way overblowing her actually good degree and vaguely pretending to be a clinical psychologist and expert in hopes no one will look into her. Well, shit. Thank you for your thesis. Yeah, it's crazy because all of these things can be true, and at the end of the day, what she's doing is not illegal. Like it or not, life coaches do not need licenses. They aren't bound by HIPAA. She's allowed to come online, claim she's an expert, and charge you $8,000 for a 30-minute phone call. She's allowed to voice call you.
30-minute phone call.
Wow.
$8,000, man.
I'd be like, do I get a blow with that?
I know. I get a bee jibber every week too. Come on now. And this is a bi-weekly call. Bi-weekly.
On Instagram 18 times in one evening. You're allowed to report that to Instagram. And Instagram is allowed to vaguely tell you they'll look into it while reminding you that there's a black button. Has my opinion of Sadia Khan been forever changed? Yes. Will this be difficult to socially recover from? Yes. Comments on her post are already limited. But will she suffer any major repercussions from this? I'm not sure. She has almost 1 million followers on YouTube, almost 1 million followers on Instagram, almost 1 million followers on Facebook. She has a Patreon. She has private coaching clients. And I used Social Blade.
Guys, all these guys that are paying for this, it's their own fault for even falling for this scam in the first place. King Groove, what would you ever, not even about the money, what would you ever listen to any woman about anyways, right? Like, seriously.
I mean, if it's not gonna, you know, and I'm gonna keep it PG, benefit me in some form or fashion, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point, bro? Like, what am I listening to here? You know?
If there's not cakes at the end of the rainbow, I'm not listening.
Hey, thank you.
Guys,
come again.
Guys, the arrogance and the hubris of these chicks to think that if you want to take them out or even talk to them, that you actually want to hear their opinion is just absolutely insane. You know? It's absolutely insane.
Website that will tell you how people's views and subscriberships are doing on their channels, and everything across all of her platforms seems to be consistently growing and on the up and up. Even her Instagram, which should be getting hit the hardest, seems to be getting thousands of followers every day still. Now,
because people want to see the drama. I actually think that that's humanized her even more because people they want to see her crash out. They want to see the drama. They want to know who this chick is. They're going back through stuff, and they know for a fact that she's gonna crash out all over again.
Oh, these followers could be bought, but the engagement on her posts did seem pretty authentic and genuine, at least before Goobgate. And we are still left with questions. Will Sadia Khan be canceled? Does she deserve to be canceled? Could she redeem herself? Does she need to? Does she
You think the simps give one good goddamn? Anyone dumb enough to even follow her is such a simp that none of this is going to matter.
Deserve the hate? Me personally, in order, nah, yeah, and yeah. I don't think she'll be canceled, and I don't really agree with cancel culture, but I do agree in the laissez-faire of the social economy. If people don't want to like you, they're allowed to not like you. If your views go down because people don't like you, if you get a lot of unfollows because people don't like you, that's business, baby. She can probably redeem herself. She definitely probably should. Because, yeah, I do think the mask dropped a little bit there. Honestly, I was willing to let the Photoshop thing go. Like, it's embarrassing, but survivable. I was even gonna let the not being licensed thing go, because, as I said, you don't have to be licensed to be a life coach. But, like, why does she need to keep popping off and crashing out on people? It's so Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's so hard to believe that the same woman who is presenting as this elegant, graceful, charitable, articulate woman is the same monster behind these vitriolic, hate-filled slop messages. And yet, so many people have the proof that she does this across multiple years. Before we go, there is one final question that Miss Sadia Khan leaves me with. And that is, what the heck is going on in this little part of her website down here? What happened to Instagram? Hacked by Daniel Mackey. Daniel, a skilled hacker, identified Sadia as a potential target for his extortion scheme. He first employed social engineering tactics, such as bot reports, impersonations, and
probably old boyfriend.
comments that she left a very threat thing. Because so I guess there's like not a husband. I won't speak to him or about him, but you are right now. As I've always been a teacher of psychology in London and Dubai before going online, so all the talk of being a sex worker makes zero sense, as I can prove my workplaces, which date up to 20.
Yeah, right. Guys, come on.
Okay.
Guys, come on. We all know, once again, guys, what she was doing in Dubai.
Y'all want to ask me what I'm doing? I'm outside hoeing. I work at hoeing. Y'all want to know what company I work at? I work at hoeing. That's the company I work at, hoeing.
23, but again, don't feel the need to. Thank you for your message. Ideally, I would love for it to not be given any more attention, but I understand you have to do what works for you. I said thank you, and that was about it. In conclusion, I will say it's always pretty dangerous to make broad claims about someone, such as that they worked as a sex worker, without strong, credible evidence. So while it's fine to criticize Sadia for things we know for sure, like...
Now, guys, if this chick is not a 304, then I don't know who is.
This is
let's be honest.
I mean, this is the rebranding and the reach back, you know?
Yeah. Yep. And guys, once again, guys, she would be stupid not to use her looks to make millions of dollars off of social media. Guys, a chick that looks like this, not using her looks to make money, would be the same as like a 6'8" athletic guy not playing basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know, what are you wasting it for? You know? What a scumbag, dude. She is. Let's see. Yeah, guys, just quick live on a Monday, you know. Hold on, guys. Here we go. Guys, this is from my neck of the woods. Colin, if you're out there, check this out, dude.
Multiple Fred Meyer stores will be shutting their doors this fall across Western Washington. They include the Everett store on Evergreen Way, the Kent location on Southeast 240th Street, the Redmond store on Northeast 76th Street, and the Lake City store in Seattle. In July, the company announced they would close the Tacoma Fred Meyer and the Mill Creek QFC, which is also owned by Kroger.
Crime was among the reasons for coming to that.
Are you shocked? Washington State, where they let all the junkies and criminals run rampant, and the stores got to close. Walmart's closing. in the DC area. Giant is closing, and
Walmart's
now
closing.
yeah, and now so guys, so all you guys who aren't from the Northwest, Fred Meyer is like it's like a Target. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like it has food, it has clothes. You know what I'm saying? So that's Fred Meyer.
Decision. Fox 13 reporter Neil Wong went up to Everett, where some believe
yeah, man, homegirl on the right can get it. You know,
the Ohio putting profits over people in Washington. As the cost of food keeps soaring.
A lot of the people that live in our Casino Road community commute by foot.
Families in Lake City, Redmond, Kent, Tacoma, Mill Creek, and here in Everett will have one less grocery store to depend on.
So this has been their primary grocery store to shop for their basic needs.
In a statement to Fox 13, Kroger blamed a steady rise in theft and a challenging regulatory environment for the upcoming closure.
Challenging regulatory environment means that they're not prosecuting these junkies, right?
Sure. But Everett Mayor Cassie Franklin says she had a different conversation with the CEO on Monday.
He said the reason the store was closing was due to financial reasons for Kroger, Fred Meyer. They did not cite theft.
Since
theft is part of the financial reasons, you dumb.
2020, you can see data for theft at the very Fred Meyer that's set to close in Everett has dropped.
That's because they're not making the arrests. That's because they're just detaining people and letting them go.
Been working with Fred Meyer every month. We have done shoplifting emphasis stings. We've done emphasis patrols. We have created a buffer zone around that. And crime is...
Guys, this is why you don't elect 304s, guys. You don't. The worst thing that you can do is put a woman in a position.
See, I got to be honest with you, and I'm going to be 100% honest.
So there's this clip going.
Working retail and doing, security and even, LP, a loss prevention run by a man runs totally different than one that's run by a chick. I hate to say it. I've seen it.
Yeah. Yep. Look at this guy.
Sadia Khan responds.
It really doesn't surprise me because I saw how she responded to my employees and I'm like, they just put you in this studio. Today, we're going to have a little update from last show. So as you guys know, we had Sadia Khan on the podcast.
That's how I know who Sadia Khan was, is that she was on Pearly Things' show like in 2022 or like 2023.
And it's really interesting because I chose to not have her back on. And she kind of went on all these shows and she started saying it was because she cooked me or whatever. I didn't really know who she was when she came on my show. I just kind of had the recruiters do it at the time. And what actually happened was she was really rude to one of my employees. I think she called one of my employees broke. And I just couldn't believe that this type broad had that attitude. Yeah, it was King. She said some super disrespectful stuff to him at the time, one of my old producers in England. So this is all.
As any of these chicks that have these like put together image, they're always demons, man. All of them,
That's why I think Pearl has to be Abraham Van Helsing's like granddaughter or something.
I don't understand it, guys. That's one thing about. There's gonna come a time where chicks start calling into my live streams. Guys, I don't have the patience. I don't. I don't. Devil's advocate, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Guys, I don't have the patience. I honestly don't. People are gonna talk mess, and I'm just gonna kick them because I just don't. I don't have the patience to just argue with chicks all day.
Nonsensical points that just are based in emotion.
Yeah. Yep. Guys, there's one more news story that I was going to show you. Show you guys. Oh man. Hold on. There's one more story here. I was going to show you guys. Oh, here it is. Shoplifting.
On April 10th, 2025.
Guys, we haven't looked at shoplifting in a while because all these dunder-headed broads, all these idiot chicks, right? all the guys. A female dating coach for men is insane. Why would you do such a stupid thing? Hold on. Men's dating coach. Look at this, guy. So, look at this.
My perspective and approach to dating men completely changed after I started coaching them because I found out what they actually wanted, not just what I thought they wanted as a female. I grew up in an era where women were just starting to take hold of their independence. But with that, I thought high value for men meant same as men. So in my mind, it was only logical. If I want a man who's rich, successful, wealthy, I have to also be rich, successful, wealthy. Whenever I would go on dates with men, I would tell them about all my accolades and all the accomplishments and all the countries I'd gone to. And I thought, wow, I'm so cool. Doesn't he see how cool I am? Unfortunately, what I didn't realize, what they didn't tell me was, oh no, he doesn't think you're cool. He thinks you're competitive. He doesn't think you're competitive because you are having all of these accomplishments.
And guys, this is what I was talking to a couple other content creators about. Guys, why are they having these conversations like most women aren't just average? Most women most women earn $40,000 a year. Why is her default conversation saying, well, all these women have all these accomplishments? No, they don't. The average woman is in debt, makes barely $40,000 a year, and is totally cooked. Has no retirement, right? You know? Why is it a fault for women arguing like they're in the top percentile?
Filters, bro.
Huh?
Filters.
Yeah, 6% of women earned 6% of women earn six figures. 6%. But the other 94% argue like they're part of that 6%.
Well, you remember KS, his call-in show, and there was a lot of other people, as well as the Monster Jam, Kendra Flea, and all the rest of them. All those women that call in damn near make $175,000. It's like, okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, he always said, "Isn't it funny how all the six-figure chicks managed to call into his show?"
Gen Z women prefer dating older men, according to new research. Let me know if you agree in the comments below. Gen Z.
Boy, let's see. All these dating coaches, guys, what a joke. Guys, there's nothing worse than these pickup artist relationship morons, dude. What are you talking about? Oh, here's this
what
broad
it
right
means
here.
When a man disappears and comes back and says he missed you, it means whoever was distracting him, actually now he needs to be... It means whoever was distracted him has now let him down, and he needs you to give him a confidence boost because his ego's a little bit hurt.
I told
and he
you
needs
guys.
a reminder that he's still desirable. Please don't fall for those
Filters, some makeup, and an English accent. You know what I'm saying? And you can make a lot of money.
Botox, push-up bra.
4 things women find unattractive. And if you're new here, my name's Gracie, and I help men get unstuck in their day so that they can find their next.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Guys, what kind of moron? What kind of simp? What kind of knucklehead? Right? What kind of beta bear would listen to an idiot like this?
Ex-girlfriend. So if that's you, you might want to consider hitting that follow button so that we can get you on your way to finding your dream girl. So here are the things that women find unattractive. Consistently putting yourself down in conversations. Women don't like hearing you talk poorly about yourself, because if you don't see your own value, why would she? So let's practice more positive.
Yeah, and a lot of these feminist chicks love to hear a guy talk himself up, please. Right? Guys, how many times have you been out on a date with some broad, and the moment she sits down, it's instant misandry, right?
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
You guys, we don't make conversations with chicks a competition because we'll always win, right? Always. You know, when you have a 28-year-old guy and a 28-year-old chick, and She started talking about accomplishments. A lot of the things that chicks think are accomplishments, like traveling, they've been that place because someone bought them the ticket. Whereas a guy says, well, I've been to Machu Picchu and I've been to, because I bought the ticket. You know what I'm saying? A chick will actually like, yeah, well, I've traveled more than you. Of course you did, because you had friggin' Sheikh Mahmoud drop a deuce on you when you went to Dubai. What are you talking about? What were you saying, King?
No, just, I bet you can find just as many videos of other female dating coaches saying the complete opposite, that you need to try to downplay yourself and don't seem so confident in front of her. So it's like, which is it? And I have heard both. They say anything. Why in the heck would I ask the fish how to catch a fish?
Yep, that's true.
Positive self-talk before we're going out on dates. Another thing is neglecting your health. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to be some gym rat that survives on chicken and rice, but it is important to be mindful of staying active and watching what you eat, because taking care of yourself shows that you value your well-being, which is important to women. The next thing is poor hygiene or grooming. Now, this one's pretty straightforward. Keep yourself clean and groomed, because women are attracted to men who take pride in their appearance. And lastly, lack of ambition. Women are naturally drawn to guys who are driven and have goals.
So money. Here's the thing, guys. This is such cap. Because, guys, how many Gavins and Nug-Nugs do you think that this chick lets you up the club? Guys, you don't have to have money to get chicks. If that was the case, then all these chicks would have kids by friggin' doctors and lawyers and not Nug-Nug. You know? This is what men's dating journal. Get the fuck out.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
What a joke. Who
If a
follows
girl starts
these people? Do people just hate watch this chick? Because she's getting clowned in her comments. Maybe she buys bots as viewers.
Probably got a rich daddy. He buys them.
Yeah, she probably has bots, dude. You know what I'm saying?
When a woman looks at you, don't do this. Don't quickly look away because
Yes,
you're
all these
afraid
are-
to make
are
eye contact.
negative comments.
Instead, here's what you need. Looks your direction, hold eye contact with her, and give her a friendly...
Wait a minute. This video has 4.1 million views.
When a woman looks at you...
And has 4,000 comments and 143,000 likes. Yeah, she's buying views, guys. These are bots. She should have at least 20, 25%, 30% comments. Come on, man. Come on. These are bots. Look at this, guys. She's getting clowned in these comments, too. Look at this.
These are signs that a woman is sexually attracted to you.
Look at this. This one has 2.6 million views.
These are signs that a
it has
woman is sexually...
843 comments. Clown world, guys. Look at that. Laughing Man says, would you really watch a dating coach that says that the truth is she's been ran through? You know what, guys? I would at least respect that. Guys,
right.
That's like guys who say, look, I was a junkie. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm trying to be better. I respect that. If a chick owns up and says, look, she was a dirty 304, you know what I'm saying? And all chicks are gold diggers, guys. You know? Hey, you can respect that, right?
That's why I respect Pearl, because she at least says that, she's not on the V squad and she's a little overweight. And she says the rest of them ain't nothing special either,
But the thing about Pearly things is that she's descriptive and not prescriptive.
Right.
She doesn't tell guys what to do. That's just the thing.
She's not always looking for a handout either. She said she has brothers. She genuinely is doing this because she cares about men. I respect that.
But once again, as I don't really care who says our talking points as long as they get out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I don't care
right.
who it is. I honestly don't. If it's Top G, if it's Pearl, if it's Fresh and Funky, I don't care. You know? Here's the thing, guys. I don't disqualify people. I might disagree with things that they say, obviously, you know, but I'm not going to be, you know. So, but I just know that there's people who can't. Guys, the reason why even people that I disagree with, right? Because I like the fact that, for instance, like Jesse Lee Peterson. I don't agree with a lot of stuff he says, but I agree with a lot of things he says. He's black. So all the wokes that try and shut down anyone that makes his arguments, they always pull the race card. You can't pull the race card on Jesse Lee Peterson or Candace Owens, right? Just like you can't pull the whole
you hate women thing on Pearl, you know?
Yeah. And that shows how disingenuous and lazy that the left is. Because of what you're a white male, you're this, you're that. There's another girl that I follow on Instagram. She's a lesbian, right? But she supports Orange Man. So these chicks try and do you know they can argue because she's a woman and she's LD.
You talking about the comedian chick?
Yeah, she's hilarious.
Yes.
Yep. So we'll watch this and then we'll log off, guys.
On April 10th, 2025, officers responded to a Kohl's for a call of 3 18-year-old females shoplifting.
And I was gonna buy a concealer, and then I was opening to try my shade, which is on my hand. And then she was like, "Oh, are you gonna take it?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna take it." So then she started assuming that I was like gonna steal the stuff from.
So you ran.
So then I went up to one of the workers from there, and I gave her the concealer, and I was like, "Look, like, so you could know I'm not taking anything." And then I just left the store. Okay.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Saying that you guys took like necklaces and makeup.
No,
Cooked.
we didn't even get through like the actual call. We actually told her, and she didn't say anything. She didn't say anything. She said she was like, "Sorry about my."
Because I would say that there's a 304 Olympics, right? You know, and the number one event that they have is shoplifting, guys. You know, come on. Shoplifting, 304ing, doom scrolling.
Coworkers' actions, and I was like, "No, you just need to make sure that they're not making it like seem like we're trying to steal anything."
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I gave her like the concealer back, and she took it back.
Oh wait, guys, hold on. Sorry. Here, let's do this one. We haven't looked at a DUI.
Do you typically carry around empty shooters in your purse? Do you typically carry around empty shooters in your purse? So just tonight?
Look at this, guys.
Well, I see them.
You can see the empty shots of alcohol in her purse.
She's looking pissed like, damn, it's not a man cop.
You stupid woman.
Here you go, guys. Yeah, what was this?
That was not mine.
Oh, God, it's in your purse. It's in your purse. Look at that. Come on.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Guys, drop a like on the stream. Hit the super chat button. Hit the join button, guys. Thanks for all you guys to hit up the Cash App. I appreciate that.
That was not mine. No, it was not mine.
On April 29th, 2025, during the early morning hours, police spotted a vehicle driving erratically and nearly hitting a curb. What started as a routine stop quickly revealed more than the driver expected.
License, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance. Any weapons in the vehicle?
Nope.
Is that a child seat in the back? Of course it is. Let's get my head.
I just want to make sure.
Do you typically carry around empty shooters in your purse? Do you typically carry around empty shooters in your purse? So just tonight? Well, I see them right there.
Oh.
Right. Those.
Oh.
You able to pull up the insurance? Is the address correct for you, man?
It is.
What's your address?
Right.
Huh? What's your address?
I know it's a useless address.
What is it?
I can give that to you right now.
Pardon?
I can give that to you right now. I just moved. I don't live in the useless address right now.
So is the address correct or not correct?
It's not correct.
Why'd you just say it was correct?
No, I used to live at the address.
But he had just asked you if the address was correct. You said yes, and then you said you moved and you don't know your address.
No, I know my address. I give you my address right now. I know my old address it uses. I know that. That's probably what's on my address.
What is it?
My new address?
The address on your DL.
My driver license? I think it's 97 or something. I don't even remember it because I barely live there.
Hey, look, she's cooked, man. Guys, what do you think she's been drinking?
Not much.
Vodka shots?
Not much.
Just the ones in your bag?
Yeah.
Or was there others
That was
other
not
than that?
mine. That was not mine.
That's not yours?
No, it was not mine.
Zone 2, Teletype East.
Yes, 235-941-54000.
Were you heading home? So you're going home from here?
Why are you asking this?
It's just a question. Are you on your way
I was
home?
going home with my girlfriend. Yes. I was going home.
What? Sorry, you mumbled
I
that
was
part.
going home to my girlfriend.
You were going home to your girlfriend. Gotcha.
Ah, there it is, guys. There it is. Of course.
Lesbians. Lesbian. Lesbians. Lesbians. Lesbian. Lesbians. Lesbians. Lesbian. Lesbians. 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 Lesbians.
Where were you coming from?
Doesn't matter.
So you're going to Eustis, yes?
No, that's where I used to live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't
You
live there.
you confused me a little bit.
No, yeah. I confused you. Yeah, no, I don't live.
You
no.
did confuse me, yes.
Yeah. I used to live in Orlando for a long time. And
Let's skip ahead, guys.
Do anything unless I no. All right, ma'am, do me a favor, okay? Keep both hands on the steering wheel for me. And just follow my instruction, okay? Don't do anything unless I no. Just keep both hands on the steering wheel for me, okay? Okay. Just gonna grab your cell phone and okay.
Look at that, guys. The tattoos, the bull ring. We knew it, right, guys? We knew it. Look at this chick right here. What a mess. Guys, look at this tattoos on her leg. Ugh.
Keep your cell phone for me.
Yeah, I got you.
Appreciate it.
On her neck.
All right,
Come on,
step up for me.
And you walk right through our arms.
Ugh. By the way, guys,
It's time!
Keep it like this for me, please.
I am totally.
We're gonna walk
on that.
Okay? Stop right at the front of the car. Anything on you that's gonna focus stick being your way protect it.
Ugh. Put some gloves on.
When I get into, I know exactly where I'm going right now. So I'm gonna have an option to get numbers under my phone. Yeah.
You'll be able to take your phone with you, and they'll be able to go into it. Okay?
Dumbass. Where is this? Orlando.
Can I have Johnson's one time?
Open.
Bravo.
33% by volume.
Look at this guy.
Level 39. Florida Tech uniform Mike for Charlie Papa, 1054 on a red 2010 Chrysler four-door.
Tequila's
Registered
empty.
to Ernest Brunson Jr. It expired December 30th, 2025. Ernest
Fireball
Brunson Jr.
empty.
1054 appearing. He has a valid echo.
And that's it. These were found inside her purse. It's a Fireball cinnamon whiskey with an alcohol content of 33% by volume.
Fireball's gross, dude.
And then
Ugh.
also a
Yeah,
Reposado
anonymous. Yeah, yeah.
Terramana small batch tequila.
Signs of alcohol use. Officers placed the driver under arrest and transported them without issue. This case is another reminder that even small traffic mistakes can have serious consequences.
Yep. All right, guys. I'll shut this down.
On June 5th, 2023, officer...
Ooh, this is another chick stalking her. Guys, this Friday, 50304, we'll talk about crazy girlfriends. Oh, this chick pissed her pants?
Welcome to the Prime Analyzer.
Hold on, guys. Damn it. I need to stop doing this to myself.
Sienna!
King, I do this all the time. I'm going to log off, and then
what is working here?
Crazy
Driving.
To analyze this video.
She has some cakes, man. Look.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Like, damn.
Express the card that you want.
That is relevant to this.
I think we already saw this one.
Allowing the officer to
red light on orange.
I'll find this original video because this isn't the original one.
Sorry, I'm coming right now.
Hey, hold on.
Did she pee her pants?
Resisting.
Dude, look, she pissed her pants. Look.
Pocahontas and Pee-Pee Honest.
Get off
Hey, she slipped one of the cups already, so just keep an eye on it.
He's already being transported. Let's put her in reserve.
Be able to work for anything government-wise.
With probable cause.
Guys, I'll get the original video for this. because this isn't the original. So, but all right, guys, I'll be live tomorrow at 9, guys. And yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Thanks, Groove. Appreciate you, man. Bye,
Take
guys.
it easy, bro.
Take it easy.